Welcome back. Some breaking news coming in. Prime Minister Modi has made a statement via his social media account X, stating that an overwhelming number of his family members arrived at the public meeting held in Nevada to give their blessings. He goes on to state, and I quote, "This is a clear indication that the people of Bihar are once again determined to bring back the government of good governance." Shikha Salaria, my colleague, joins us at this point in time to talk more about this. Shikha, the Prime Minister, of course, extremely pleased and flanked by his relatives in overwhelming numbers in Bihar. And of course, the Prime Minister oozing confidence that the NDA is likely to return once again in Bihar.
Yes, clearly, Vineet, this has been a show of strength by the NDA, with the Prime Minister himself leading the front for the NDA and making it clear to the people of Bihar that the NDA is ready to lead the state once again and form the government here. He was here in Patna as well for a road show just a couple of moments back, and he was flanked by the state president of the BJP, Dilip Jaiswal, and Lalan Singh of the JDU. And here also he was holding a symbol of the lotus and making an appeal to the people to vote for the NDA to ensure that the NDA continues to be in power. Here also in Patna, what we are witnessing is that both the BJP and JDU are trying to woo the voters to the best of their of the possibility. We've seen that Patna is full of hoardings where both Nitish Kumar, the CM, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's pictures are there on the hoardings, while the JDU and the BJP units have separately put up posters and hoardings of their leaders across the city. But there have been places where the Prime Minister's posters have sort of overshadowed even the Chief Minister. So clearly the BJP continues to show its strength in Bihar, and we're also hearing that a couple of more rallies are planned. So the Prime Minister leaving no stone unturned to ensure that the people of Bihar are in the favor of the NDA once again.
Shikha, stay with us. In fact, Prime Minister Modi made another statement on his social media platform X, stating that the Bihar Assembly elections have sparked a fierce battle between Bihar's most corrupt family and the country's most corrupt family. He goes on to state, and I quote, "The Congress has resolved to defeat the RJD at every single booth." Shikha, the Prime Minister, of course, once again targeting the opposition, also alluding to the Jungle Raj which existed in Bihar.
Right. This has been in continuation with the BJP strategy of keeping the anti-up against the opposition, Congress as well as the RJD. So in the morning we witnessed that the Prime Minister made a statement against the RJD chief Lalu Yadav as well as the Congress's Sonia Gandhi, and alleged that while Sonia wanted her son to become the Prime Minister, Lalu Yadav, the former Chief Minister of Bihar, and also the RJD chief wanted Tejasvi, his son, to become the Chief Minister of Bihar. Amit Shah, the Union Home Minister, clearly stating that there is no vacancy for both the posts, neither the Prime Minister nor the Chief Minister, and reiterated his earlier statement that while in Delhi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi continues to be the Prime Minister, in Bihar's Patna, Nitish Kumar continues to be the Chief Minister, and there is absolutely no vacancy. He has again reiterated the same statement. So the Prime Minister's statement is also in continuance with the BJP's strategy of just keeping the anti-up against the opposition and targeting both Congress and the RJD, and ensuring that the bogey of Jungle Raj continues to be raised, even as a JDU candidate, Anand Singh, has actually been responsible for the killing of one man in Mokama, a very sensitive district at the moment.
Shikha, stay with us. In fact, Prime Minister Modi has waved to a humongous gathering outside in Patna that was waiting for him. as they gathered during his roadshow. This is going on at the Thakurbari Road, is what we are learning. Residents of Patna have also been peering out from their balconies, from their homes, and offering aarti as Prime Minister Modi held on to this roadshow. Shikha, a lot of fan following for the Prime Minister. In fact, this time around too in Bihar, he is the face of the state assembly elections.
Right. So the BJP and the JDU put up a united front here in Patna. And during the roadshow, what we saw was that there was a huge there was a huge turnout of workers of the BJP who had gathered along with locals from here in Patna. This gathering had passed from the Thakurbari Road, and the Prime Minister could be seen waving at party workers as well as residents, and holding the BJP symbol, that is the lotus, in his hand, and trying to woo the voters to ensure that the voters stick to the NDA and ensure the return of the NDA government once again. We saw that Dilip Jaiswal, the state president, was with the Prime Minister. On his left was JDU's Lalan Singh. So clearly both the parties who are leading the NDA regime in Bihar at the moment, trying to put up a united show of strength, even as the Prime Minister remains as the face of the BJP's campaign today and also in the coming days, when we are going to see many more rallies of the Prime Minister happening here in Bihar.
With us, in fact, the Prime Minister has tweeted on his social media after the roadshow that was held in Patna that he thanked Patna and stated that he was overwhelmed by the humongous crowds and their immense affection and the blessings he received during the roadshow as well. And of course, the Prime Minister is aware, Shikha, of how important the Bihar elections are. And the Mahagathbandhan has, been taking pot shots at the ruling government, saying that anti-incumbency will do them in. But the manifesto that was launched just a couple of days ago goes on to show that it's a very solid plan that is up the NDA's sleeve when it comes to wooing and luring voters.
Clearly, the strategy of the NDA is to outdo the Mahagathbandhan in whatever promises that they made so far. So the Mahagathbandhan was the first to come up with its poll plank and the manifesto that they've released, and it is called Bihar's Tejasvi Patra, with Tejasvi Yadav definitely being portrayed as the Chief Minister's candidate and also as somebody who leads the Mahagathbandhan from the front in Bihar here. But soon, after 2 days, we've seen that the NDA has released its manifesto. But what became the talking point was the 26-second press conference that was held by the NDA leaders, the Pancho Pandav of the NDA. And we saw Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, also Upendra Kushwaha, Jitan Ram Manjhi, Chirag Paswan and Samrat Chaudhary share the dais in the Maurya Hotel on 31st of October during the release of the NDA's manifesto, that is called the Sankalp Patra by the NDA. But the press conference was cut short within just 26 seconds, as Nitish Kumar, the Chief Minister, was the first person to move to leave the press conference and also greet the reporters present there. He just folded his hands before the reporters and left the spot. He was followed by Upendra Kushwaha, he was followed by Jitan Ram Manjhi and also Chirag Paswan soon after, and Deputy CM of the BJP, Samrat Chaudhary, was the only person who addressed the reporters during the press conference. So that has become a talking point here, and a lot of questions were raised by the Mahagathbandhan on this, and why Nitish Kumar, the Chief Minister, was not allowed to speak during the press conference, and the Mahagathbandhan also raised it as a kind of a disrespect towards the Chief Minister, the sitting Chief Minister, on whose face the NDA is fighting the election. But clearly, none of the NDA partners have said anything antagonistic towards that move. And in fact, Jitan Ram Manjhi also commented that the Mahagathbandhan was making a mountain out of a mole. So clearly, the NDA is trying to project a united face, but murmurs continue to happen, and there's a buzz about what exactly is going on in the mind of the Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, who is known to give a different space to politics of Bihar altogether whenever he wants.
Shikha, stay with us. In fact, the Union Minister Jitan Ram Manjhi has made a statement on Rahul Gandhi after Lok Sabha LOP, leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, and VIP Chief and Deputy Chief Minister candidate Mukesh Sahni participated in a traditional process of catching fish at Chapadia Pokhar earlier today. Jitan Ram stated that Rahul Gandhi does not have anything better to do. He can only catch fish. Listen in.
उसके सिवा उनका कोई काम ही नहीं है। कभी भारत का क्या करते हैं, निंदा करते हैं विदेश में, कभी हमारे प्रधानमंत्री की मां को गाली सुनवाते हैं, और कभी छठ को कहते हैं ड्रामा। तो ऐसे आदमी मछली न पकड़ेगा तो क्या करेगा?
Shikha, my colleague, still with us on the broadcast. Shikha, of course, Jitan Ram Manjhi very critical of Rahul Gandhi. He also praised the Nitish Kumar-led NDA government in Bihar. He said that no criminals will be spared or have been spared. But at the same time, Rahul Gandhi has been accusing the current government in Bihar of letting a few criminals, fight the election as well as the NDA support them. Shikha, if you're there with us?
The biggest talking point in Bihar at the moment. Yeah.
Go on.
This has become the biggest talking point in the Bihar election at the moment because this killing of a Yadav leader in Mokama has sent shockwaves across the state, and the entire bogey of Jungle Raj, which was being raised by the NDA, suddenly we've seen a glimpse of the Jungle Raj under the NDA rule, and that's exactly what's raising questions on the NDA strategy and its whole, its strategy of raking the Jungle Raj bogey every time and blaming the opposition, including the RJD and the Congress, of being a part of being actually perpetrating Jungle Raj. But what the Mahagathbandhan is saying now is, even after 20 years of the Nitish Kumar rule, and even as the NDA is claiming that there is Ram Rajya and Mangal Raj in Bihar at the moment, it's very easy for a criminal like Anand Singh to get a ticket from the JDU and also not only campaign but also ensure that a rival is killed by his supporters. His supporters have not only shot at him but also they ran over him with a car, and what the police has said that he suffered severe heart injury and lung injury, which has resulted in the death of Dular Chand Yadav, the leader in question. So clearly the Jungle Raj bogey is now has now had a counter attack by the Mahagathbandhan, which is saying that numbers might say something else, and while the NDA claims that Jungle Raj was brought in by the RJD and the Congress, Anand Singh and whatever his supporters have done in Mokama shows that the situation is not of all is well in Bihar. And when it comes to crime, there is a lot more that needs to be done in Bihar, and unfortunately Bahubalis continue to hold the sway in Bihar, not only from the RJD but in fact also from the JDU and other parties involved. We've also had allegations leveled by Prashant Kishore, the leader of the Jan Suraj party, who's directly accused Deputy CM Samrat Chaudhary of the BJP and Vijay Kumar Chaudhary as well of serious allegations. Deputy CM Samrat Chaudhary has in fact been accused of being accused in a murder case way back in 1995, and PK has also alleged that the Deputy CM, who was then known as Rakesh Kumar, had actually used a fake admit card from a school to ensure that he evades justice and evades jail by being portrayed as a juvenile, and that's how the court had let him off. So clearly not all is well for the NDA when it comes to crime, because the data and the incident that has happened in Mokama shows that when it comes to crime, Bihar is still far behind, and a lot needs to be done by the NDA as well. which has been ruling this particular, and CM Nitish Kumar, who has been ruling this particular state for the past 20 years.
Shikhar, stay with us. In fact, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has addressed a public gathering in Saharsa as the first phase of voting nears. He made a statement on this stating, and I quote, "The previous government did nothing, but we have increased the pension amount from rupees 400 to rupees 1100. This will benefit people. There used to be no electricity even in Patna earlier, but with time we initiated Har Ghar Bijli Yojana in 2018. Now you get electricity for free." Shikha, my colleague, still on the broadcast. Shikha, of course, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar making some important points when it comes to the progress that people have seen in Bihar. But the fact of the matter is that the opposition continues to target the NDA, even targeting the Election Commission once again, saying that all the money that is being transferred right before the elections is against the rules of elections. And, since it's the NDA, nobody's saying anything.
Yes, Vineet, this has been one major allegation that has been leveled by the Mahagathbandhan leaders, whether it is from the RJD or the Congress. They have been repeatedly complaining that the transfer of money in the accounts of women was actually against the EC rules, and they have even shot a complaint to the EC regarding the same. But clearly there hasn't been any action on the same. But what the Mahagathbandhan leaders have been complaining is that the Election Commission is also sort of playing in the hands of the BJP. The Election Commission has, which had been maintaining silence for a long time, also commented today, and it had to comment especially in the aftermath of the killing of Dular Chand Yadav in Mokama constituency. And we saw Ganesh Kumar of the EC clarify that the EC commits to a free and fair to having a free and fair election in Bihar, and also said that law and order will not be allowed to be disturbed by any chance. And we've also seen a shunting out of at least 3 officials of Mokama area, which was a major move by the AC during even as we are here heading to the election in Mokama on November 6th. So clearly what the opposition is alleging that the Election Commission has had to do much more when it comes to ensuring a free and fair game for both the sides, and the EC also attempting to clarify and attempting to sort of ensure that a message goes that the EC is not playing into the hands of any political party or the ruling regime, but actually trying to ensure that free and fair elections do happen in Bihar. But a lot needs to be also ensured by the EC when it comes to crime, because we've heard Jitan Ram Manjhi of the NDA itself claim that had it not been the election time, and had it been a time without elections, this would not have happened. So clearly, in fact, the NDA players are only raising questions on EC in a manner, and they're also claiming that the incident has somehow happened due to the lapse of implementation of rules and law and order in Mokama. So Jitan Ram Manjhi's statement on the EC and Mokama also holds significance here. We remember Chirag Paswan of the LGP RV has also been raking the issue of deteriorating law and order in Bihar for a very long time. He's stopped making such comments recently, but even after the Mokama incident, Chirag Paswan was also one of the leaders who had made a statement. So clearly NDA leaders are also talking about deteriorating law and order situation in the aftermath of these incidents. Vineet.
Shikha, appreciate you joining us. Thank you. Well, in other news, the